And welcome back, YouTube. This is BoosterBoxBuster here with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Yu-Gi-Oh! Trade Binder video. Please note, if you are looking for particular common cards, I have a large amount of common cards, both unlimited and first editions, so if you're looking for particular ones of those, there's a chance that I have it. If you're looking for a lot of newer cards, I do not have a lot of newer cards. The newest I go, as of right now, is Pendulum Monsters, so I haven't really gotten much of the Link era, so if you're looking for those cards, this will not be the video for you. What I'm looking for is mostly old school cards, especially anything from Metal Raiders on through, I believe, Pharaonic Guardian is the area that I'm mostly looking for. And specifically first edition. If you have any of those for trade or sale, I would definitely be interested in a lot of those type of cards. So here's some, I believe, Pharaoh's Servant cards. We got that awesome Chain Destruction first edition right up there. Backup Soldier, classic card I used in the Exodia deck back in the day. Gearfried. Joey's Monster, Limiter Removal, Prohibition, another classic card. Some of these are going to be first edition, some of these are going to be unlimited. Hopefully it's zoomed in far enough for you guys to see that. Here's some regular rares from that particular set. Shallow Grave, another classic card. Morphing Jar number 2. Oh so powerful. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised he never got banned earlier than what he did. Light Force Sword. Alright, now we're moving on to some, I believe this is Magic Ruler? Yeah. Oh, no, actually, we got a couple more, sorry, PSV cards. Pharaoh's Servant. There's one card in particular that I've been chasing for a very long time, I've just never been able to get. That is a first edition Metal Raiders Gate Guardian. If you have one of those for trade, I am all ears. I would be willing to trade a lot for that particular card. Of course, we got a Forceful Century, and that, even though it is unlimited, it is from Magic Ruler, so it's not a reprint from the Spell Ruler set, so that's kind of cool. Same with Spellbinding Circle. Painful Choice, another classic Exodia deck card. Confiscation, never lasted long until it was banned. Some basic rules of the trade. Obviously you came to my video, so you must send first. If you're looking to purely buy instead of trade, I might be able to work out something. Contacts, just let me know if you're interested in the comments, and then we can, probably either you leave a contact way, or you can contact me through my business email. Another particularly awesome Painful Choice. Okay, so we got into the Spell Ruler side of things. So this is when they reprint the set after they change magic cards to spell cards. So that's always nice to note in case somebody is collecting those cards out there. Unfortunately, I was never lucky enough to obtain a first edition Spell Ruler card. I know those exist, but are very sought after and very expensive. Another Cyber Jar. Those, unfortunately, the jar cards just never got a fair shake. They've just always been super, basically, they make a jar card, there's a 50% chance that it's going to get banned. Now I move on to my favorite set of all time, Metal Raiders. And yes, you are seeing that right. That is a first edition Solemn Judgment for trade. And this, as you can tell, it says Magic. So this is an original print, just unlimited version of Change of Heart. Still a fantastic card. And of course, Mirror Force, another great card for trade. Harpy's Lady Sister. Heavy Storm. That is spell, so that is a reprint. And this Thousand Dragon is a reprint too, as you could tell by the collector's number. Catapult Turtle, another classic card from the show. Got a couple of that elephant card. Some classic rares from Metal Raiders up for trade. Of course, couldn't have an Exodia deck back in the day without Sangang. Or Sangan. However you prefer to pronounce his name. Great Moth. Hopefully this zoom-up view isn't too terrible or shaky. Here's some Legacy of Darkness, I believe. Last Turn classic card. That is a first edition version of him. Spear Dragon, pretty powerful back in its day. I believe it had Piercing. Thunder Nyan. Always liked this particular art. That's classic Yugioh art. I have a unlimited Injection Fairy Lily, but I would definitely love to upgrade to a first edition if someone has that out there for trade or sale. That's another card that I've always been after, first edition version of Injection Fairy Lily. Alright. And I would consider trading the following couple of cards, but the offer has to be really, really good, as I really don't want to trade them unless I can get something I'm really, really after, like for instance, the first edition Gate Guardian from Metal Raiders. And that is a couple of my Ghost Rares. Now I know obviously these Ghost Rares aren't worth a first edition Gate Guardian, but I'd be willing to trade equivalent to its price. Yes, that is the Ghost Rare Heroic Champion Excalibur, first edition, from I believe, yes, Return of the Duelist. And that is a first edition Mobius the Mega Monarch Ghost Rare from Legacy of the Valiant. If it wants to focus. Sorry about that. Very lovely two cards there. And then this is just a an error card where the card got actually pressed where the pack was supposed to be sealed. So that's kind of a just little fun little error card, factory error. I have no idea what the value of that on something like that would be. I don't even know if there's anybody in the Yu-Gi-Oh community who collects error cards. Alright, so the rest of this binder, the majority of this binder is going to be Zexal era, so if that's not something that interests you, then you could probably just tune out right now. And I will definitely, if you have a trade binder video of your own, I would definitely be willing to look at it. Or if you have certain cards that you may think I might want, I'd definitely be willing to listen as well. Like I said, right now I'm mostly looking for original Yu-Gi-Oh! First Edition cards and certain Zexal era cards to fill out some holes in my collection. That's a pretty cool, Oh, sorry, I thought that was... thinking of a different card. We've moved on to some Cosmo Blazer hollows. Couple of quick booster ultimate rares that I actually happened to pull. I think I pulled them like almost back to back way back in the day when those packs first came out. Kind of weird how that happens. This card right here, this particular Giant Soldier of Steel, is damaged, so I will give you fair warning for anybody looking at this card, for it is unfortunately damaged, so fair warning to anybody who is interested in that particular card. Otherwise, everything else... Actually, yeah, some of these... This page right here, most of the cards actually are damaged in one way or another. I got them as singles from a certain site. Unfortunately, the cards just came in with... that didn't meet my standard to put in my display collection. So they will be for trade, and honestly, these I do one-for-ones. First edition, of course, but yeah, I definitely do one-for-ones for any of these cards right here. If you're willing to downgrade, I'd be willing to, throw in like one extra card for that particular trade. Here's a few extra random cards from a couple of Arc V era, and then we're going to get into just some silver letter cards for the majority of the rest of the binder. So if all you're interested in are hollows, you could tune out now. And I do have other cards that I'm not showing here that I just have not been able to put into this particular trade binder at this time. Go through these a little bit quicker. If you see anything that you like, you could pause the video. Make sure that it's just in focus. That's my major point right now. Make sure everything's in focus. I try not to get too much of a shadow or a glare on everything. And yes, for those of you wondering, that is a Sasori playmat from the Naruto CCG in the background there. I have a lot of cards from Order of Chaos, because back in the day I bought like 2 boxes worth. So, yeah, if Order of Chaos is your thing, I got plenty to keep you interested. Why? Because I was after ninjas, and ninjas did not pan out to be the archetype that they were hoped for. Although the, what was it, White Dragon Ninja? I think that one's still not horrible. It's just its summoning condition kind of sucks. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to show... Okay, yeah. We got some more. But yeah, this is just mostly the majority of my old school trades and my Zexal era trades. Like I said, anything newer, don't really have. I do have some things from 5Ds that isn't in here, I just didn't have time to dig out that binder. If you're looking for things from, what is it? Storm of Ragnarok, I do have some cards available from there. If anybody is interested. Quite a few Ultimate Rares from Storm of Ragnarok. Just not available in this video. Couple of slushies, always a fun card. I remember when everybody thought that that card was going to be like the coolest thing. It's still a fun card, and the artwork is really fun too. Can't deny that. This is a card that I always thought could have been fun. As you can tell, I have quite a bit of them. Yes, one of the dragons. Is that the Traptrix? Yeah, we got a Traptrix right there. Another interesting archetype. Oh, okay. That was a partial. I kid you not, I pulled two or three of those guys. I bought 3 packs, and each one I had him in it back in the day. With no hollows, so literally it was just 3 of him. Great if I was building Gravekeepers, but I wasn't at the time, so... Just went... Extras went straight in the trade binder. Alright. So I think that about wraps it up. Yeah. If you see anything that you're interested in, please let me know in the comments down below. And maybe we can work something out. Like I said, definitely looking for anything old school first edition. If it's hollow, I'm definitely interested. And like I said, you got a first edition Metal Raiders Gate Guardian. I'm all ears. You're like first on the list for trade. With all that said, this has been Booster Box Buster with the Yugioh Trade Binder video. Maybe I can show you my 5Ds one in the future. Till next time, peace.